varietal, not very interesting varietal.
Philippe, great to be here again. Nice to see you. Where are we?
Nice to see you again, Carl. Welcome to our estate Domaine des Baigneux, and precisely is our vine made of clay and flintstones. We can easily see what is flintstone silex. It's mostly like pink and orange silex. This is our Grolot and Gamay vines made of very interesting rosé for acidity and saltiness. Globally in Hazel Rideau, we farm vines on 4 villages. The minerality, the expression of minerality is saltiness that we could have on our Pièce des Moulins Sauvignon. Don't you think, Carl?
Oh, definitely, definitely. So what is it that you like most about this area?
That area usually is well known as a cold terroir. Cold terroir means you have a lot of clay, and so it means with some temperature more and more high, then you can still have some fresh juice remaining tended and ending with saltiness for this special expression. So it's kind of unique. And if you think about block per block, because we mainly don't do blending for Baigneux. We want to have the expression of each block separately to give what Hazel Rideau, but on each side could give on the wine.
And I mean, you're relatively quite a young estate. Can you tell us a bit about your story?
Yeah, it's Nicolas Grosbois and myself, Philippe Meunier. We are very good friends, and I come from Vouvray actually, for a very nice country of from the Loire Valley for Chenin Blanc, and we wanted to settle an estate as a team, him and me, for Chenin Blanc, and Hazel Rideau was. It's the last 2 centuries kind of obvious because you still have some blocks remaining available, which is not the case now. You cannot call for a Chenin Blanc block in Hazel Rideau. It's over now. And
In that time.
that's like that was 15 years ago, and the way it went for us, it was first of all Chenin, and we discovered, Nicolas and me, that it fits perfectly also for Sauvignon, because for Sauvignon is early grape, as we call. So when you have a very cold terroir, cold soil, the structure of the soil give freshness, then you find a balance kind of amazingly for having powerfulness, which is Sauvignon, with some almost tropical, but it's on Hazel Rideau, everything is almost. So it's very tiny and subtle. That's how the Sauvignon can grow itself in a good way. And the third grape, very interesting, which has the most important history for, we discovered that in the appellation, it's Grolot. Because Grolot, since Middle Age, have been the grape drinking for easy, red, fruity wines for just around, just the villageois. And at the end, we just understood with Nicolas that Grolot could be an asset to structure a little bit the wine as an infusion, and to give, like we can like for a Burgundy, for a Pinot Noir from Burgundy, but with a special from the spiciness and the minerality here in Hazel Rideau. So Grolot have been quite an interesting evolution in our mind to define what we really wanted for this type of wine.
And you've also been a big part of having, well, both France but also the world rediscover Acevedo, which it was a bit more connected to more bulk wines maybe, and big rosés and this. And some of the parcels that you, let's say, saved even, where you find some great material that you were able to use, like the Sauvignon.
Yeah.
It's also part of how you're working
Yeah.
to really focus on the indigenous grapes that you find in.
Yeah, you have indigenous grapes, and also how we all the the blocks we have been taking were already with no chemical product from the soil, because for us it's a gain of time, because that's how we work organically and biodynamically. And also when you have to structure your own vineyard, speaking about which plant, which variety, which grape you want to choose to plant, we only do massal selection with our friend Vincent. Vincent Girard is our pépiniériste. So he grow the baby plant for us, and then we choose the good soil where the Grolot have to be, where the Sauvignon have to be. For instance, the Sauvignon is well established on a cold soil, but a little bit of sand on it, because then you have the softness that the Sauvignon has in itself, and it gives a perfect balance. For Chenin Blanc, we mostly planted on the very hilled terroir, because that's the beauty of this appellation. The Chenin Blanc on this type of terroir, we call it pente, coteau. It gives much more complexity, and if you put it in barrel, after all, the wine will go outside of the barrel, will go outside of the wood tannins, and it will be itself. So all of that thought,
like your Blanc Chenin.
exactly, like Blanc Chenin. We started with Blanc Chenin. The other cuvée, we really structure it as with testing, then say, okay, we have to get rid of this plant because it's all vines and too much plant missing, and we want our massal selection because it was ancient varietal, not very interesting varietal. And for Blanc Chenin, right at the beginning, we had our balance. We knew on 3 coteaux, clay and flintstone silex, we knew Blanc Chenin, it was our style. It was what we wanted, with the tension, verticality, some citrus, and after a few years, it goes with almost yellow peaches without being heavy.
No, it has a great energy.
That is Blanc Chenin.
What would you say is your vision with your wines here? What you want to achieve?
15 hectares, it's already quite an achievement, but we are speaking about being winemakers. Because we are two, Nicolas and me, growing plants, making wines, so it's never achieved. What I could say, I could just say that with 15 hectares now, we have been more than a decade working on the structure and try to know how we want to take the direction. Now we have more answers than questions, and now the real achievement is see what it goes for the next 30 years, and where we will be drinking our old vintages.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
No, Philippe, once again, thank you so much for having us, and happy harvest when it comes. Skål.
Skål. Welcome to Hazel Rideau. Thanks all of you.